So last week we talked about my thoughts on this wholly successful life and the different tenets of life and, whatever that might mean to you, whether it's social, your relationship, your business, your career, financial, personal development, maybe it's spiritual, right? And you design all this stuff. And for me this year, while I've had all that laid out, one of the big keywords for me is reinvention. In business, right, to sit on your laurels for even 5 years, right? Let's say in this climate, in this economy, you can't, right? Because there's always somebody else who's getting up every day trying to put you out of business, right? And yeah, that sounds a little doom and gloomy, right? But there's a reality there. And I've made the joke now. I'm like, when I grew up, we had archaic computers and I was about 10 years old. And so tinkering and playing around and putting the parts back together, very engineering style, right? That's how I learned and that's how I got the passion for the industry, right? But conversely, nowadays, kids who are 3 years old are running around with an iPhone and an iPad all day. They certainly have a better aptitude for technology than I do. And any 18-year-old kid could set up shop and be a managed service provider and start providing, the same services and stuff that we do. Now, are they going to put us out of business, right off the bat? No, of course not. But again, competition is fierce, and in this country and in this economy, right, there's always going to be more. And so, yeah, I think you can't afford yourself that vacation period of just sitting around and not changing. You have to continue to look at the market and what's the industry doing and what is the world doing and what is the economy doing and how are our customers' needs changing, right? 2-3 years ago, if we were just the quick show up and fix it guys, that was great. That was perfect. That's what everybody needed. Nowadays, with all the cybersecurity stuff, they're less concerned about that, more concerned about protections and prevention and security and we've adapted. And that thing will continue, right? We'll always have to adapt. And I always want to keep us trying to disrupt the market, right? And standing out and being different. So yeah, I don't think there's any real time to just sit around and enjoy the fruits, so to speak. If there's a challenge or a big issue in your business, what is it? And if you really sit down and think about it, and if you really boil it down, what I would love to hear is like, how are you going to need to change, or what are you going to need to do differently to fix that issue and that challenge? But I think the challenge comes in, we all have like this indecision, or we worry about it, or we overthink it, right? We want to do all the research, and we want to make sure it's perfect, right, before we jump in. And this question of like, well, how do I know if it's going to be right, or did I do enough of the homework? We don't know. We don't know, right? And we may never know unless we try it. And if we don't take the chances, if we don't just keep going, right? If you only do 3 things, that are unnerving in a year and 3 of them don't go so well, you got a 0% average. But if you try 30 things and only 3 didn't go so well, then that's 10%, right? But you have to keep moving. You have to keep trying different things. And the crazy thing about all this indecision and this like want to research and this worry is we all do it. And yet we just think, oh, it's just me. It's just me. No, it's all of us. When you grow up trying to figure it out on your own, and you learn a hell of a lot and you grow up fast, but it's always important. I think throughout our lives, we need mentorship, coaching, good friendships, right? People we can count on, people we can rely on. We are not made to go it alone, right? We need people around us. We need community. And if you're wondering why you're not feeling fulfilled, or if you're not happy with life, maybe look at who are the people that you're surrounding yourself with, and who are you giving back to, and who are you impacting, right? Because this life that we're living is way more than just ourselves.